Hello, this is Rod, Live Within Your Means. These are about 4 feet tall now. Are some parsnips from last year. I'm letting them go to seed. And I got some others here. These are along the fence. Here's some melons that we grew last year. Some sweet little musk melons. And then there's some cucumbers planted in here. And some other squash. And these are actually a type of squash from a long time ago, a trombone type squash. Well, I'm trying to remember the other name for them. These are some spinach, and I'm going to let a bunch of these go to seed along with this here, and I'm trying to remember if that's a bok choy or anyway, letting a bunch of stuff go to seed to get more kind of a permaculture thing around here where the stuff I want grows. And so this is a type of, well, my neighbor called it spinach. It got really tall. This right here is around 3 feet tall. He let it get about 8 feet tall last year, had tons of seeds. So I'm letting a bunch of these get tall this year and go to seed. See those nice tall ones? And I got more of these parsnips. I'm going to have a ton of parsnip seeds coming up. And this is purslane. I let a lot of purslane go last year. I didn't want to pull it all up. Let it go to seed, and now look, it's just carpeting this area here. Purslane tastes really good. You can put it in salad, and there's going to be an abundance of it. I just ate some. There's some beans over there. Here's some walking onions. Those don't have the regular flowers and go to seed. Those they get little onions on them. See these little onions right here? Those little onions get heavy and then they fall over and they move around. So there's going to be more onions walking around this garden area. And there's some beans in there that I planted. And then there's a bunch of these in a row. These are actually lentils that I'm letting grow up here. And I'm going to let the lentil seeds move around and see how well they do on their own. If I just let a lot of things spread in here that I want growing. There's a little bit of corn left over from last year, and there's a few tomato plants sparsely through this place. I did put a few squash in and some pumpkins. Here's an apple tree here. I've been grafting a few different types of apples on it. Hopefully a few of those will take. There's a potato. There's some other potatoes over in the midst of this these parsnips. Some potatoes that I snuck in there this year. And there's some pumpkins down here underneath the apple tree. Those are really for my mother because she likes to see a few Halloween pumpkins. And these are some delicata squash that I put in for my wife because she likes those. And I'm not sure, I think I put in here the Queensland blue squash that'll come up right here. But my dad likes to water this place with his sprinklers, so I don't really get to grow things the way that I did before because it's his property right here. So this circle where I grew stuff last year is a little bit more happenstance, you know, and it's been quite weedy in the past. I cleaned up the weeds and grew a really nice garden in it last year. It was a lot of work, and we're going to let it be more of a permaculture area after this. We'll get a lot of the seeds in here of stuff that we like and see how things do with just being watered. Anyway, this is Rod, and live within your means and have a wonderful day. Don't think you need to take all the weeds out. Just the ones you want out, and let a lot of the stuff that you like become the weeds. Again, this is Rod. Live within your means. Have a wonderful day.